Welcome back to Table for One, the series for solo cooks who want to bring extra joy to their cooking without the hassle and without the fuss. This week we're going to be making a super quick and easy one pot, single serve pasta with a no-cook roasted red pepper romesco sauce. And this is how we make it. The best part about this is that it uses really simple ingredients that bring so much flavour, like jarred roasted red peppers, lemon, garlic, smoked paprika, and almonds. As I said, this is a no-cook pasta sauce. So we make the sauce in the same time that it takes to cook the pasta, which is kind of a dream really, isn't it? This is a gorgeous pasta company based in the northwest of England, and they make these beautiful spelt pastas in really fun and interesting shapes. This is a radiatore pasta, which literally means radiator in Italian. And you can totally see that when you look at the pasta shape. It's got these gorgeous ridges, which just helps the sauce cling to the pasta. So 100 grams into the pot with well-salted boiling water. We're gonna pop this on the hob and then the race is on to make the sauce. Now the pasta's boiling, we're going to start making the romesco sauce. So romesco sauce is a Spanish sauce, actually originally from Catalonia, that uses just a few really simple ingredients, but it really packs a super bold flavour. One of the main ingredients is char-grilled roasted red peppers. You can char-grill your own if you want, either under a hot grill or in a really, really hot oven. I'm using pre-char grilled because it's super easy, and if I was to char grill my own, I'd have to use another pot, and that means more washing up, which I am allergic to. Then romesco sauce also uses nuts, which add a slight texture and thickness to the sauce. Almonds or hazelnuts are traditional. You can use either. I just had some almonds to use up, and I've lightly toasted these in the pan just before I cooked the pasta. So again, we're keeping it a one pot dish. Then we've got a really common Spanish ingredient, which is smoked paprika. For anybody that didn't know, paprika is actually just made from red pepper plants that are ground down into this gorgeous, vibrant, smoky, peppery powder. Then we've got good quality olive oil. And because this is a no-cook pasta sauce, you can really use a good extra virgin olive oil. If you were going to be cooking this, you would maybe want to use a not quite as fancy extra virgin olive oil still, always extra virgin. But because this is no cook, you can use the nice stuff and you're really going to maximize that flavor. Then finally we have vinegar. Traditionally it would be a sherry vinegar, and this brings acidity and a slight tang that cuts through the richness of the peppers and the nuts. I'm using this gorgeous sweet damson vinegar, which my mum actually made from the damsons in our garden. We have a huge haul of damsons every year from multiple trees, and she collects them and makes gin, mostly gin. This year she decided to make damson vinegar, and it's really gorgeous, so I'm going to be using that. Thank you, mother. So we're starting with the beautiful toasted almonds. We're just going to add the same amount of boiling water, which just softens them ever so slightly, making a slightly creamier sauce. Then we want 150 grams of the roasted red peppers. Depending on the size of your pepper, will depend on whether that's one pepper or two. Then we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of vinegar. Then a little glug of our olive oil. Then we're just going to add 1 clove of raw garlic. Then just half a teaspoon of the beautiful orange smoked paprika. Then finally just a little squeeze of lemon. I don't actually think this is traditional, but it really adds a nice brightness that lifts the dish in a really elegant way. Finally, just season with a good crack of salt. Lid on, and then we're just gonna blitz. Okay, pasta is cooked, sauce is done, we're ready to eat basically. We're just gonna mix the two together, give it a final season, and plate up. You actually want the sauce to be ever so slightly thinner than you want the final pasta to be. And this is because as the pasta and the sauce mix together, the pasta's gonna soak up some of that water, and it's gonna thicken and get all glossy as it all gets to know each other. And then the final dish will be the perfect consistency. It is time to plate up, and I've got this gorgeous new plate from Anna and Nina. I just think it's stunning, and this is a sort of pasta that ideally you want to be eating in the garden, in the sun. And this plate, it's giving Italian summer vibes. Don't you love when lemon is cut this way? I think that looks so chic and fancy. You want to cut it vertically rather than horizontally. But if you cut it this way, you get these really long, elegant little strips of lemon. And I just think it looks so much better. Then we're just gonna finish with an extra drizzle of olive oil, a crack of black pepper, and we are done. Now you could finish this off with a spoonful of creamy ricotta, or burrata would be so good with this, just spread over the top. But I'm keeping it simple for today because that's what I fancy. Let's eat.